Szanowni Państwo, serdecznie witamy na
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next of our today conferences of the National Electoral Commission. I give the floor to the Deputy Chairman of the Commission, Mr. Andrzej Kisielewicz. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon conference of the National Electoral Commission on the partial results of the turnout. At 12 o'clock, the turnout was 7.31%. 5 years ago, at the same time, it was lower, 6.65%. How does it look at 5:30 p.m.? Because we have the results as at that hour. The announcement of the National Electoral Committee about the number of the electors and the voters on the 25th of November. The collective information based on the data received from 25,836 commissions out of 25,909 precinct commissions in the permanent electoral precinct wishes to inform that on the 25th of May 2014, as at 17:30, the number of electors was 30,357,545. 5,134,552 voting ballots were issued to the voters, which is 16.91% of the voters. As far as the individual districts, electoral districts are concerned, I'll give you the final result in percent. Are as follows. The district of Gdańsk, 18.92, Bydgoszcz, 16.79, Olsztyn, 14.30%, Warsaw 1, 23.11%, Warsaw 2, 14.40%, Łódź with 16.53%, Poznań 15.75%, Lublin 16.99%, Rzeszów 18.01%, Kraków 18.73%, Katowice 16.81%, Wrocław 15.25%, Gorzów Wielkopolski 14.48%. So it seems that the lowest turnout when it comes to the districts was recorded in Olsztyn with 14.30%, and the highest was in Warsaw 1 with 23.11%. Now, as far as the turnout by cities, by large cities are concerned, here are the results. Białystok 20.13%, Bydgoszcz 22.33%, Gdańsk 23.85%, Gorzów 17.53%, Katowice 20.51%, Kielce 21.88%, Kraków 27.35%. And let me say that this is the highest turnout result by cities. Lublin with 21.99%, Warsaw capital city 25.24%, Olsztyn 19.64%, Opole 19.83%, Poznań 21.89%, Rzeszów 22.64%, Szczecin 1906, Toruń 2318, Wrocław 22.41, and Zielona Góra 21.72, and the last one, Łódź 19.39. So, as I said, by cities we recorded the highest turnout in Kraków and the lowest in Gorzów Wielkopolski with 17.39. So here are the results, as you heard 5 years ago at 1800, 6 p.m. That is an hour later, the turnout was 18.23%. Now, the information on any incidents that might have happened accompanying or occurring during the elections. Right, we still record incidents resulting in the working of the commission members under the influence of alcohol. Wejherowo is one of the cases. The deputy chairman of the local Electoral Commission showed 0.59 promils in the exhaled air. He was suspended or dismissed, actually, and the mayor of Wejherowo appointed a new vice president. A similar case occurred in Świeżno in Western Pomerania by virtue of information from the informant. One of the committee members showed 0.30 percent of promile of alcohol, and he was also dismissed from the commission. In Nozdrzec Podkarpackie, a voter with psychological problems attempted to interfere with the work of the commission. He demanded that a card be issued to him. He tore his ID up. He demanded the issuance of the card again, and the police had to intervene. So I have also a couple of pieces of news based on the police information. I give the floor to Mr. Dauter. We have the following information from the provincial police stations. It's very fresh. The previous report was on 60 various incidents. This report contains less occurrences of lesser importance. For example, the Bydgoszcz police station registered posters being torn up of several electoral committees in the Bydgoszcz Old Town, Toruń Old Town. In one of the electoral commissions, the Krakow police reported a man entering the premises under the influence. He too was issued a ballot. He stepped out with that ballot. Several cases of violating the silence were recorded, for example, by putting up posters, electoral poster during the silence period, or by running other sorts of campaigning, canvassing, for example, by using vehicles with showing the posters of several electoral committees. In one of the electoral commissions, a voter came up who was issued a voting ballot. During the confirming of that ballot, he noticed a different signature rather than his in the proper place for signature, and that fact was taken note of by the Commission and put to the minutes or to the protocol. In several cases, the EU flags were taken down. In one or two cases, such flags were stolen. So the respective commissions reported those incidents to the police. One of the other incidents, one of the commission members was found intoxicated under the influence of alcohol. This person was dismissed by the local city president or city mayor. In the case of such a grievous violation, the body appointing the commission has the right to dismiss that person and has the right also to appoint another person in this person's lieu. In several cases, such a response was immediate. In some other cases, it took a little bit more of the time to respond to such an incident. In one of the election committees, one of the commission members found out that the ballot box was not sealed, and that was indeed corroborated by the other commission members who declared that the ballot box was not sealed from the very beginning because the local commission chairman forgot to do that. So once that was realized, the box became sealed, and the respective entry will definitely be found in the local commission's protocol. Another case involved also participation of an intoxicated commission member. We have also the information from the capital city police station. A voter or elector came up to the electoral commission, where he was found to have been deleted from the electoral roll as a person who received a document allowing that person to vote in a different place. The person denied that fact, and following an intervention in the local election office, it was found out that such a certificate indeed has not been issued, and that person was added to the electoral roll, electoral list of that commission. So these were the most important incidents that were reported to us by the police authorities right before the conference. We thank the members of the Electoral Commission. Should you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead introducing yourselves and your media. If there are no questions, we thank you very much, and please join us at the final conference at 21:45, so 9:45. Thank you.